Welcome to Gaming Top Down. Today we're going to be unboxing Dinosaur World, a big game with a similar theme to movies such as Jurassic Park and Jurassic World. This game was designed by Brian Lewis, David McGregor, and Marissa Maisura, and published, at least in America, by Pandasaurus. And yeah, like I said, big game. You're managing a theme park of dinosaurs and trying to make sure that your park is safe so that people don't get eaten. There is a lot of stuff in this box. It's very big and thick. So without any further ado, let's open this up and see what's inside. Okay, first up, like usual, is a rule book. Let's take a peek at some of that. Game comes with a lot of these big hexagon pieces. That will be the attractions and buildings and dinosaur paddocks that are in your park. And then a lot of dinosaur pieces and your Jeep meeples. Oh, they even say there, Jeeple, right in the rule book. That's funny. A bunch of workers and coins. So there's going to be a lot in this box. Nice big explanation on how to set up the game, how to set up the player area, and draft tiles. And yeah, the illustrations in this game are really, really great. At least here in the rulebook. I imagine that will cross over into the pieces as well. Yeah, really love how it looks. I've played Dinosaur, what's it called? Dinosaur Island Roar and Write is the other one that I have. Really like that one. I haven't played the original Dinosaur Island, but yeah, very excited to try this one out. And this rulebook looks really good. You have to take people on Jeeple tours. Make sure that you run an exciting tour. All right. Frequently overlooked rules. That's a cool section. Haven't seen that in many rulebooks, to be honest. And a quick reference on the back. Cool. All right, a couple promotional items. And then first up here is 1, 2, 3. What I imagine are, actually I don't think these are player boards. These are, I think, the central boards that we'll be drafting tiles from. You can gather DNA, dinosaur paddock special buildings, or attractions here. Those are, yeah, a nice pretty thick wood. Not linen finished, but they feel solid. Then there's a big, very big stack of punch outs. There's about, well, let's just take this paper off here and we can see exactly how many there are. There are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 sets of punch outs. These ones start your player board, and then you will play those hexagon pieces out to build your park out to the right of your board. So we've got those in a few different colors. Looks like just 4 of them. I think this game plays 1 to 4, so that makes sense. Got some coins, and then a lot of these hexagon pieces that looks like there is printing on the second side, but I think it's just to show what kind of piece it is. So a bunch of those. Here's the attractions. You got roller coasters and restaurants, merchandise, shops, and security, buildings, raptor pen. So most of these are just for these hexagon pieces, it looks like. Oh, and some to be recycled. Welcome center. Okay. So lots of those to punch out, and then I imagine I'll put some of the empty punch out boards underneath this insert to raise it so that it sits flush with the lid. Pretty common thing in games nowadays. These are, I think, boards that each player will use to keep track of their different tracks. I think you've got different kinds of DNA here that you're storing. And then this red one might be your danger track, I'm not sure, or security. And I'm guessing this is your Jeep tour. But nice dual layered boards for those. Then there is a single board here for turn order, excitement level, and victory points. Just kind of a central track, I imagine, to keep all of those. Lots of wooden pieces and tracks. Wow, this is a very big bag here. It feels kind of like satin. Interesting. Or felt. Maybe it's felt. Very big bag though. I'm not even sure what goes in there yet. Maybe it's these big dice. Let's look at those next. I think it is the dice, if I'm not mistaken. The dice in Dinosaur Island are always cool. They have that kind of amber resin color to them, similar to Dr. Hammond's, what's that, walking stick with the resin ball on the end. Yeah, look really nice. They're very big as well. So we'll see if those go in the bag or not. Not 100% sure at the moment. Okay, next up, let's look at these. Just cubes probably to use in those double layer boards in the various different colors, and then one special one here that must be for something separate. Kind of a muted pastel color for the player colors, it looks like. And it looks like the Jeep meeples, or as they call them, the Jeeples, match those colors as well. And those look nice. They kind of have they're plastic pieces, but they kind of retain these sharp edges on them for a really unique look. They look nice. I didn't mention this is the retail edition of the game. There is a kind of deluxe version of the game where all of the dinosaur pieces are also screen printed, and I think the coins are metal instead of the cardboard that we already saw on those punch-out sheets. Okay, then we've got 3 different sets of dinosaur meeples. Again, they're plastic with the kind of flat, sharp edge. This is the large carnivore piece. There's a bunch of those. Next up, it looks like, is the small carnivores. These purple ones here. It's like a kind of a velociraptor shape. Again, a lot of those here in the bag. And then the herbivores in green. And they are all the shape of Triceratops, I believe. I didn't see any other shapes, I don't think. No. Yeah, Triceratops. Okay. Continuing on, we've got a few unique dice here in 3 different colors. They have kind of a skull and crossbones symbol on them. So I'm wondering if this has to do with like the threat level of your park, and if you roll it, you might have a civilian get eaten at your park if you roll that symbol, I would imagine. But 3 of those. Looks like they're the same colors as the dinosaur meeples. So I'm guessing you roll the matching die depending on which dinosaur escaped from their pen, maybe. Then we've got a bunch of workers in different colors. And these are cool looking little meeples, again, very small. And looks like they are different shapes. The green one has I don't know if that's a cane or maybe a shout out to Dr. Hammond. And the white one is pretty much just a white meeple shape. Yellow has a kind of cowboy adventurer hat on. Blue is, good question. He's got like a Viking hat on. I don't know. And purple is kind of a lower brimmed hat, maybe some kind of scientist or something. So lots of those. I think there are 72 of those workers here in the game. All right, let's see if I can get those back in the bag. There we go. And then last up are a few cards. These first ones are big, or kind of long cards. And it looks like they are public actions and end game scoring. Round summary. These must be like player aid cards, I imagine. That's got to be what they are. Yep. But those look pretty good. Shows you what you can do on your turn, and what you can do on the sections of your turn where everyone goes simultaneously, I believe. And then the other card is end game scoring. Get a point for every 5 coins, lose points for people that were eaten, and the summary of how the round works and the different steps of the Jeeple tour and the income and cleanup steps. All right, those are the player aid cards. And then last up is a little small deck of what look like objective cards. Okay, I got those cards out of the sleeve. So we've got worker database cards and objective cards in 3 different letters, A, B, and C, it looks like. So the objective cards are horizontal and show, I guess, whoever achieves them first, second, and third will get a descending amount of points. I'm guessing that has to do with the types of dinosaurs. Herbivores, small carnivores, large carnivores. Different assortments of those. And the second type of objectives seems like it might have to do with the types of buildings you have in your park, as well as dinosaurs. And the third type looks like it probably has to do with the Jeeple tours. Or maybe some other tracks. That's like how secure and safe your park is. Have 4 people die in 1 round. 10 DNA of one type in your storage. 20 total DNA in storage. And then these cards will be drafted on each turn and give you the workers that you have to work with for that round. Looks like there are always 9 in a different assortment. Looks like 4 of them will always be white, and then some assortment of other workers to use, and then you'll use those for your turns. All right, well that was all of the pieces and everything that is inside Dinosaur World. I'm excited to get this one to the table and play it. I really like the theme here, Jurassic Park and dinosaurs. Should be a good time. And building out a theme park, you know, roller coaster tycoon style, or I guess this is wouldn't be roller coaster tycoon. I feel like there was one that was dinosaur themed. There's one on Steam actually I kind of like called Parkosaurus. But yeah, it's a theme that I don't think is used quite enough. So this will be a fun time. Really looking forward to it. Thanks so much for watching this unboxing. Look forward to a review of this game on the channel soon, and make sure to check out the rest of the content I have going up. I'm doing a ranking of all of the games in my collection by the letter that they start with. I think at this point I'm up through letter E. Yeah, check those out if you want to see what games I have and which of them I haven't played yet, or which of them are my favorites. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.